Before you start working on a job, you need to set up the properties of the document. This can be done by clicking on the option icon on the standard bar. The first thing that you need to specify is the measurement unit that is required for the job. This is the model measurement unit. Rhino uses real-world units in metrics or imperial. These are the options available. It can be as small as a micron and as large as kilometers or even miles. Let's choose centimeters. The tolerance settings are useful when you are doing something like a Boolean operation later. The distance display is for the number of decimal points or fraction display. At this moment, just leave it as it is and click OK. Now let's create a simple shape like a circle. Click the dimension and choose diameter dimension. Click on the circle to display the dimension. The size of the display can be changed. Go to Options and choose Dimension Options. You can choose any of the preset or edit the default. The present height is 1. Let's change it to 2. Click the Preview button to see the change. Then click OK. This size will remain the same until you change it again. You can switch to a different measurement unit in the middle of the job. You need to go back to Options and choose a new one. Let's select inches and click OK. Rhino will ask you if you want to scale it or not to fit the new measurement unit. Click Yes if you want to scale it. The model size still remains the same, but now the measurement is in inches. This is useful if the client or the contractors that you're working with require a different measurement unit. The page unit relates to page layout, as in artboard or print size, if your intention is to print for presentation purposes. It may not have the same measurement unit as the model. The present model unit is in inches. You can select a different unit for the layout. Let's choose centimeters. If you want to use the page layout, then you need to create a new layout. Click on the Page tab and choose New Layout. Then you have to specify the name of the page. Select a physical printer or virtual printer like Adobe PDF. Select the paper size and orientation. You can also choose a custom size if you want to. The initial count option is for the numbers of viewport you want to show. For 2D work, you usually show 1. Sometimes the dimension display size doesn't match the viewport size. You can change the dimension text height again to make it larger or smaller. Click Preview again to see the change. You need to click the inside area of the page to work on it and show the grid lines. You can pan by clicking the right mouse button or use the scroll wheel for zooming. If you click outside of the page, then you can pan or zoom the page instead of the construction plane. In Rhino, the construction plane is infinite, but you can specify the grid area that is to be visible. Let's go to the options and change the grid extent. The present grid line count is 50. Let's change it to 20. The smaller grid extent, the smaller area will be visible. Let's change it back to 50. But your work area still can be beyond the grid extent, since the construction plane is infinite. The grid consists of the minor lines, which are in lighter shade. The major lines are in darker shade. Let's clear the workspace and tweak around the lines and see how the line corresponds to the actual dimension. Let's choose the linear dimension and specify a width of 10 inches. The present minor grid line's value is 1. Let's change it to 2. So now the minor line count is every 2 inches. Let's change it back to 1. The present major line's value is 10. Let's change it to 20. So now the major line count is every 20. Let's change it to 5. So now it counts every 5. So now, since you got the idea, let's change it back to 10. You have the option to turn on or off the grid lines. You can turn on the grid axis or turn it off. The world axis is located here. You can turn it off or turn it on. The world axis is useful when you are working in 3D. If you are using the top viewport, it will just show the X and the Y axis. The X is for horizontal and Y is for vertical, which is more sensible in 2D design work. Let's go to the grid snap setting. Snap spacing gives you the option on the number of lines you wish to snap to. 1 means it will snap to every line. Let's try it. Now let's go back to option and change the snap to 2. 2 means it will snap to every 2 lines and so on. But you need to turn on the grip snap for it to work. So that concludes the tutorial on document properties of units, layout and grid. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button below so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you for watching.